Hello all. This is the continuation video regarding the still game characters with the graffiti artist. I did a video yesterday showing the artwork, the graffiti. It was a big picture of Jack and Victor and Isaac down at the Dundee's Marianne Lane. It's not far, right next to the bus station, basically, the Seagate bus station. And there's the street artist called, his signature's Sky, I think it's Sky or something. And he does a good job of doing these pictures and artwork of the still game characters. Still Game's my favourite BBC, well, it's my favourite comedy show. Like, it's BBC Scotland that was originally shown on. I'd like the show to come back again. There's a wee article, I did a video yesterday, so this is just a continuation of that video. I'll show you the article. Phone always rings when it doesn't. Right, so I'll go and show you this article now. So, it's just basically what I did. I showed you all this yesterday. Then the Navid one was painted over, by the way. I just briefly read through the article, didn't really go over it. So that's the ones that I showed yesterday. The Navid one, as I say, that it's got there. I didn't even get a chance to read it properly, but the painting of Navid in Marianne Lane has since been painted over, done by Sky. That's the artist there. So yeah, he's done a good job. He does other artwork as well, obviously, as you can see. So I'm going to get myself down to Seabraes Graffiti Lane. Now, it is actually recognised in Google, so I'll show you on the map where it is. Now, I did have it all set, as usual. Everything goes. Oh, there it is. I'll show you on the map. So yeah, Seabraes Graffiti Gallery. It's actually registered in Google. In Dundee. Try and get the address. So I'm moving up. So it's hard to manage reflection. So there is a car park. You make your way down to Rosango. Unfortunately, it's not coming up very well. There it is. So I'm looking through my phone to see what I'm doing on my other phone or device. It's not, so just more a recording device with it. So I'm going to get myself down there and see what there is to see. In fact, I'll show you what the actual graffiti wall looks like, because there's a lot of stuff there apparently. I never really gave it much thought before. It didn't even really cross my mind until lately. It's my mate that told me about the still game characters being painted at Marianne Lane. As I say, I just skipped it. I was just reading through the article just briefly, like, yeah, but also there is going to be more artwork being done by the guy regarding the still game characters. But Seabraes Graffiti Walls, we're going to head to have a look at that anyway, whether I find any of the still game characters or not. That's where they will be going in due course if he's not done them yet. But I'll show you that. I'll show you where it is and what it looks like. So I'm going to make my way down there. Yeah, so I'm just going to drive down from here. I'm in the central area of Dundee and on Guthrie Street. So it's on the best way to go is to head for the Rosango. And there's a Rosango car park there where the should be handy if you're going by car and you want to see what this graffiti wall is all about, then you could park there. You could even park it, well, I can't really say, but yeah, park there. I wouldn't tell you where you should do. I mean, Tesco's is just no far from it, so I could say that. But all the parking in the town and that, so I'm just heading up to it now. But like I say, Still Game is one of my very few comedies that I do actually like. What I'll do in this video is I'll also put links in the description to all the filming locations in Glasgow that I visited regarding the still game filming locations. I'll also put a link in the video, the description of this video, of the Midnight Cruiser 11, where I've got footage of a factory covered in graffiti, the whole wall covered in it. It was impressive. I stumbled across it, but I'll put that as towards the end of Midnight Cruiser. So I'll put a link in as well. I'll also put a link in this description to the video that I did yesterday regarding the Mary Ann Lane still game characters that were painted by the artist Sky, known as Sky. I don't know that artist. I didn't know anything about him until really yesterday when my mate sent us a text on Saturday night. He's telling us that there's Mary Ann Lane, all the still game characters, and I got to Google, as he said. You saw it. I just briefly had a look through the Courier article and I went down. So I didn't know anything about it until just very, very, very lately. I don't know about the artist. And just sort of looking now into it a bit more. It was never really anything that took me. I never really thought much of it before, but because it's still game characters, and then I'm a real big fan of still game, I really like it. I mean, the live shows and everything. I met the characters. I met Bobby the Barman and David as well. No. I'm just heading to Perth Road. It's maybe not the best route to do, but I'm bothered. There's probably other ways, quicker ways to get to it, but yeah, so I'm going to go down here with nosy at this place, this Seabraes. So if I didn't find any of the characters, so I don't know what stage he's at, how much he's actually painted of them, but at least you'll get to see what this graffiti wall's all about, because I've never really took much, well, I wasn't really overly interested. I never really noticed. I wasn't really paying much attention to it before until, you know, it was just graffiti. I didn't really think much of it. But when I realised now the amount of skill and effort, now that it's still game characters, you know, it's amazing the amount of detail. It's really good, you know, they'll do a grand job, like, yeah. And as you say, I'm a big fan. That's what got my attention now. I'm actually finding myself taking time out to actually have a look at this, you know. I never would have thought I would have took much interest in graffiti, but it's actually quite impressive, eh? Even if I don't find these characters, the amount of artwork, the way they've done it it's not just scribbles, you know, just scribble like spray paint, just go like that or whatever. There's actually a bit of art, quite a skill that goes into it. And as you'll see, I'll highlight it in the video, I'll show you at least. You know, I haven't been there yet. I've been to the area before. I never really paid any great attention to it, to be honest. Like, I never thought I'd be making a video about graffiti, but I'm saying that my channel is open to anything that I feel like record. So I don't have a set way on my channel. You watch whatever I put whatever I feel like I want to put. You know, I put whatever I want to put on it, basically. Yeah, it's not a set way. So if it includes graffiti, then so be it. You know, or street art would be the better way of wording it. That's the posh of street art, because it is actually art. I mean, the guy's an artist. He's a recognised artist. So I'll give it. You know, I've obviously got to give God's sake, credit there. Like, yeah, guys like this. So yeah, oh no, I'm not saying that. No, it's obviously very skillful. Like, you know, you've got to give credit there. But in fact, that article was saying that the artwork was very important to him. It said something about it helped save his life or something. That he mentioned in the article that I read. I read in the article that said that artwork saved his life. So it means a lot to them. You know, that's creative. I mean, I mean, I start to open up my eyes more to it, appreciate it more in a way. And then likewise, in doing the same with you, showing you this, you know, highlighting these things. But the still game bit certainly got my attention. You know. Oh right, okay. I think I could see part of the graffiti, like. I'm just going to get parked here at the Rose Angle car park. There's so many spaces, I'm kind of like spoiled for choice. I'm just looking for one that's closest, but does it really matter? Free for the first 2 hours, so yeah, that's very good to know. That certainly made me put a smile on my face. It's free, 2 hours free. So the car park, the Rose Angle car park is free for 2 hours. The charge is before 6 out. After 6 it's free anyway. But so if you are visiting, I did try and show you on the map. What I'll do is I'll maybe get a highlighter a bit better, you know, and show you exactly where it is and how to get to the Seabraes lane, Graffiti lane. So if you want to visit it, so I would recommend it. Right, so let's go and have a look. So I've got myself down here. This will be the Seabraes Graffiti line. Certainly wasn't really overly aware. It's just a temporary thing, right? Because there's obviously some sort of development work going on the other side of that. So I just use the boards for practicing the graffiti. So I'll keep my eyes open for any still game characters. Yes, I'm nosy, I'm going to have a look. I'm not going in obviously, but I'm just having a wee look through there. It's the peak. Just waste ground by the looks of it. It's obviously grounds for sale, you know, for development work. Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, but video this is quite interesting. A lot of graphical designs and all sorts of ideas put on there, and some of them took my imagination. There was some in the town actually, the Celestial Gardens board similar to this, and there was odd markings, almost like, I don't know, like alien language or something. I put a post up on Facebook regarding it, said this looks really odd. Is it about again? It's like some sort of, could be secret codes, I don't know. They're kind of like, I wouldn't underestimate it. I take more appreciation now towards these sort of things, you know, symbols and all that, because, you know, a lot of things you just take for granted. It's just a graffiti, you know, it's just scribbles, but no, there's maybe hidden messages in them, you know, and open-minded to all sorts. Oh, look at this, the chemtrails, it's trails in the sky. Sorry, I let that slip. Trails, we'll just say trails in the sky. It's not really anything to do with this video in particular, but I'm going to add it in anyway, just for while in here. Took a wee pictures of that as well. But oh yeah, I was going to show you this lampy. It's just covered with graffiti and everything as well, again, and symbols and labels and stuff. I don't know, just so, I'll try to get it to zoom in. Yeah, forming the cross, Scottish crisscross in the sky, the blue and the white trails. I'll just leave it at that. Looks like the Scottish saltire flag. Bit convenient, eh? X marks the spot. Don't mind me, it's just got more. Everybody's got their own opinions on what they think of what's going on, but anyway, it's coming off track a wee bit. I'll stick to the pointing at hand and still looking at these for any sign of still game. Oh yeah, when you're walking here, by the way, watch out for this wet paint. Keep a watch out if you're visiting, because there's a lot of paintwork. You know, you're getting covered in it. So there we go. Oh, pint of Guinness. Ah ha ha! That's Edith. Hey, I found one. Still game character Edith. Pint of Guinness. That was Thingy's sister. It was Jack was going to be. Oh, I can't remember. I can't mind her name, but it was her sister anyway. She, if you're a Still Game fan, you'll know exactly what I mean. So I found one anyway. There's Edith. I didn't know that it was there, so I'll get my selfie with that as well. So I'm just going to do this now because I can do that well in film. Get that in there. It's handy, this phone, because you could do lots of things with it, film on the car. So Edith, pint of Guinness. Still Game. It's one of the few comedies that I actually like. You know, I didn't really have much comedies. I wasn't really one for it, but you know, just me. The Still Game does mean something to me, like I do enjoy it. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes to look at that, and I'm going to have a walk down further. And that's his, that'll be his signature, Sky, the artist that done this. Brilliant. Pint of Guinness. So, oops, watch this because I'm filming and I'm really watching what I'm doing. So, even the posts and everything are covered by graffiti, and it's all sorts of various markings, and it's just total. Well, you know what's coming next, by the way. We'll start clouding over, will it? You know what I mean? It's not very obvious. Again. I've noticed a pattern with that, but anyway, I'm kind of going off the subject, but yeah, it's quite good. All the lampmates, as I say, are all covered with everything they could graffiti on, or write on, or paint on, or do art on, is covered. Even this hydro marking. That's not a hydro, what is this anyway? That is a gas thing, yeah. Even that's covered with anything they could get paintbrush on, including the pavements. It's just a paradise for. Although saying that, there's not really much left, is there? So there isn't really much left. So there's all sorts of expressions and all sorts of things made here as well. There isn't like unusual markings, and the ones that I was on a bit earlier. Like some kind of language that was done at Celeste Gardens. It was just marked. I didn't have time to show you. I'm not going to bother with it on here, but that's another one of Sky's paintings. So, and just up there is the bridge that goes over the railway line, and the other side of that is Tesco's. But as I say, the actual parking is free, and it's only just up there. It's not far. You'd be as well just parking there. But yeah, if you're through at Tesco, it's not far for you anyway. If you want to have a look at this place, I wasn't really particularly aware of it until, as I say, my mate pointed out or mentioned about it. But there's a lot of other artwork here I'm not quite familiar with. But yeah, I say it's quite impressive. Like. I'm kind of walking all over the place because there's a cycle lane here, and I'm going to want to get thingy a bit. Yeah, it must be stretches for a good quarter mile, but most of that's not covered. There's nothing left for them to scribble on. I don't know how they could. So when that's finished, what they do is just they kind of clean it off, so they put another boards up for them. Or, it's not official, is it? So there's even more artwork on every inch. Every inch of anything they could paint on is used for artwork. And as I say, it stretches all this way. I'd say about a quarter mile maybe. Maybe not, maybe a fifth of a mile, 200, what's a fifth? 1600 divided by 5, oh, come on, with 300 metres or something. Maybe not quite a quarter mile. Oh, there's a train coming in. Now you say there's the footbridge there. Tesco's just the other side of that. So it's to get to, you can access it from lots of ways really, but if you're coming by car, as you say, the parking at the other end, it's free. Well, I showed you the board anyway, it's free for the first 2 hours, so you could easily park here and get out here, look if you're interested to see this firsthand. And just a wee bit along a bit, there's development work. So Green Market is just up there. All this ground is just underdeveloped. Even the bins covered in graffiti, even the seats. Although I think they might be pushing it a bit with the seats, because people do have to sit on them, so I wouldn't really say it was a good idea to paint on there. But it has been painted on. But I don't agree with painting on the seats, like, let's say you got to sit on that, and if that gets on your clothes, you know what I mean, not a good idea. But as I say, everything they could get, it's just covered, covered in paint. But it's not just like graffiti as such, it's not just like scribbles, it's actually artwork, you know, they put in a lot of time and effort. So I kind of appreciate it more in a way, because I've seen the quality of the characters, still game characters, how good it was, you know. I was in you right away. I only saw one, by the way, it was Edith. I don't think he's going to be able to paint any more there, like, because there's no room unless they change the boards for him. I don't know, did they change them regularly for them or something, I don't know. No idea, but at least he's got one there, he's got Edith. So if the boards are changed, and then he does the other characters, because the other ones were painted like that, and I was looking at the Marianne Lane for Navid. It was just a wee small print. I didn't even read the article right, but I just skipped through most of it. But I did say it was painted over, so I was looking for Navid, but it's gone. So it's just there temporarily. They obviously must clean it off and then redo it. So if the guy gets a chance to paint the other ones up, then I'll keep a check. I'll check periodically when I'm down Marianne Lane way, because it's nearer to getting working. This is a bit more out the way, but if I do get a chance, I'll keep a check on him. And if he does any more, I'll get them on video for you. This goes out to, as I say, this goes out to the still game fans like myself, because I'm a big still game fan. I'll just show you this bridge while in here, then it's quite impressive. Video too long, but there's even graffiti there. But I'm not really a fan of, you know, defacing stuff like this, because this is actually, you know, in use. Okay, it's underside of it, but it's inevitable it's going to get covered in graffiti. But the boards are just temporary, so the Marianne Lane, but the wall's disused. It's derelict kind of area. But likes of this, I'm not really, personally, I wouldn't want to see engineering building structures like a bridge being defaced, like, because it's, you know, I would hate to see graffiti all over the glass and vandalism. I'm not into that. But this is it's a different league regarding the other stuff, because it was actually you know, art. You could see it down there. But this bridge is quite impressive, like. So yeah, I'll zoom in a bit from there. I'll get myself up here and I'll zoom down to that area. So I'm not a fan of any graffiti on the glass, like. As I say, that kind of defaces the structure. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not interested in vandalism, you know, that's not what I agree with. But the boards, as I say, that's not really any harm, because it's just wasteboard really, it's just a stop. So there's a view from up here for you, like, try and zoom in for you, get an idea where the area's like. And you've got the railway just next to and surrounding it. So further along there's Magdalen Green, and up this area is the Perth Road. Oh, that's the Perth Road runs along that way, and Riverside Drive is just literally just over there, basically. Yeah, it's Tesco Extra on this side. So as I say, you know, you're not far from here. Like, impressive though. It's been about, I don't know, 10-year-old, this bridge. So, just can't help but get a few of them in as well. Just, I might edit them out, I don't know. I don't really bother if I edit them in or not. It doesn't really matter. So there you go. So there you go. Oh, and there's a lift, by the way, as well. There's ramps for buggies and wheelchairs. There's a lift there if you want to come across from the Tesco or the Riverside. Tesco Riverside. If you're coming through that side, you're bringing a push buggy or a wheelchair, or even if you're taking a bike or whatever, push bike, then there's ramps. Like I say, it's like well on. Most of these things will be accommodated for anyway. Oh, there's even that one down here. It's not how to do with still game though. I don't know if that's. So I can't really read half the things. I don't know if that's what that reads, but see, it's not so bad that it's out the way, but again, I'm not really one for that. Like, I'm not really a fan of seeing, because it's being forced on you. You know, it's kind of just disrupting the actual. Yeah, I get the feeling and deviating off the main subject. I'm not going to make the video too long otherwise. So yeah, just wanted to show you that one. And I showed you a little bit of the area as well. And if, you know, I'll keep a check on it every now and then when I get a chance. If he's done any more characters, I'll try and get a video made of that also for you. So I'm just going down this wee bit here, all the way along back to the car, and then I'll just film the video. In fact, I'll show you some more of the footage as I go past this way. Yep, the cloud is beginning to form in front of the sun, just as I suspected. There's a pattern that I've noticed, shall we say. Let's just put it like that. I can't say what it is or what they're doing, but I do notice that when I see trails, not long after it, I see this similar phenomenon. And I've noticed it quite a lot lately over the last few years. But I can say for a fact, because I know what I've seen, and I know what I remembered before, that this never used to happen very much. But besides that, I'll try and focus in on, keep focused with this. I kind of piggybacked that onto this video, but I just couldn't help but notice, and I just wanted to, while I was here. I've mentioned this kind of stuff before in the video anyway. So there's a lot of strange symbols and ideas and stuff down here. So you have to stand back here. Now, I don't know what that says. Is it sky? I'm not quite sure. I can't really make out what that means. I'm not an expert on this sort of stuff, like symbolism, because I wouldn't be surprised if there was messaging involved, and possibly messages and symbolism. I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm not a graffiti artist, so I don't know. But I think the meanings behind them will be something. But this I do know this one. I reckon it is Edith. So a good job, Sky. It's a good job. Yeah, good artwork. So I recognised who that was right away when I first saw it. Pint of Guinness. Nice. Good work. So this is just other artwork as well. I'll just continue on. I might as well get the whole lot in, show you everything that I've seen today. I don't know what all that means. It's just stuff on here and just see a lamp base of covering it in. So I already had a look through here. I did poke the camera through here earlier. It just looks like waste ground at the moment, similar to that what you would have saw earlier. Well, that was already broken. If I was going in, I would never break it or anything, but if it was already open and I could fit through, like I've done in my videos before with the whole abandoned buildings, I never break and enter. Never break and enter. If the door's already open and there's a board missing and I could get through, all I'm doing is going in and having a look, taking videos and pictures, and that's it. But I'll never break and enter. Because I've done videos before with old buildings, which I still will be doing. I haven't forgotten about that. I'm planning on doing more, so just stay checking on my channel if you're interested. I just will be getting around to it at some point. I've not forgotten. I'm still interested in doing so just keep a check. I disused buildings and derelict buildings because I'm interested in that sort of stuff myself anyway, so I will share it with you when I can, if I can. Say the bin's even covered, and so is this one as well. Even the lockers are covered. And that's it, back to the car park. So there's not really much room for any more. I mean, it stretches up here a little bit as well. This is just sort of in the boundary from the west boundary. So yeah, we get anything that's available. So I mean, he's not really got much left unless you change the boards for him. Where's he going to put another car? There's fighting for space. So it's all covered, all of it's covered. I say I don't know how they're going to do it. Maybe they just change the boards every now and again, and when you get a free board, a clean board, then they just took sweet, get down there and get the artwork done. I guess that's how they do it. But yeah, I think that's the only way you could do it. Other than that, is to find another place. They've even got artwork or graffiti over there as well, across. We get into all sorts of places. We get everywhere. We get everywhere. Not gonna be sitting on this Volvo. That's a Volvo B9. But anyway, I'll try and omit that from this video. Deviate from the subject. I've got a wee picture of this fella here, and I'll try and avoid that. Hang on. yeah, so I'm just getting pictures as well as doing the video coverage for you. So I'm just going to round off the video. I can't really do much more now. I've done pretty much, covered the whole area. I've showed you, there's only one cart that I've spotted, but I've given you an idea about the Seabraes graffiti lane. So if you're wanting to check yourselves, then you know where it is, where you can park, what it's like down here, just to give you an idea. The inch of the boards are covered, so I'll have to change them at some point. The graffiti goes all the way right along, it stretches all the way along there as well. So I mean, all the bricks, every archway probably has been graffitied at some point, or if not got graffiti on it now. As far as I could see from here. Place in London actually on my EE series, England excursion series that I'd done earlier this year, spring this year. There was a place in London, it was archways completely covered in graffiti, top to bottom. I can't remember, it was something alleys or something. It was near West, it wasn't overly far from Westminster. We're in the kind of where the big London Eye is, in that area, sort of inwards or south of that. There was arches, big alleyway, big huge wide arches. People were actually painting while I was walking through it. It was continuously being done. You're actually getting knocked out with the fumes. I cannot remember what it was called, but it was in London anyway, no far from the London Eye. You're kind of like London Eye's north of it, so you're going under a railway or something. There's a big huge archway, it goes in quite a bit, and there's artists all over, big groups of people exercising, groups of people. It's huge, top to bottom, covered in artwork. I say I was on EE4 of my England excursion videos. That was down when I went into England in spring this year. I think it was EE4. It's Westminster one anyway, so if you go back on the channel, oh god, if I remember I could put a link in the description to that as well. It's about street artwork, you know, it's towards somewhere in that episode anyway. If I remember, I'll put that in. We'll definitely put links in for the other places in Stilgame locations and the Midnight Cruiser 11 one. If I remember, I'll put that EE4 in as well. So I'm just going to run the video off here. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm certainly impressed with Edith by McGuinness. So I can't remember, it was this episode, was it I said debutted in, or first debut. Oh god, it's when Jack and Victor were, Jack was going up with Barbara. It was Barbara's sister. Barbara, that was it. Edith was Barbara's sister. So when Jack was going out with Barbara, Winston had a joke saying Barbara. So it's where Edith made her first appearance and stuff. What diesel unit? On trains. I'm not a train expert, but I know that there's a mid-floor engines. Right, I'm going around the video. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope the Stilgame fans like this. Bye for now.